History to win.
Obey my commands at all times. Any questions? All right, shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
All right, that to Michael Spinks in a very close and controversial decision in the world. Here he is, Larry Holmes in white, and Mike bangs to the body right away. He title defenses when he was champion. Now the young guy is chasing him down. Books is one of the great heavyweight champions of all time. I should say the lack of the left hand. In the old days, Larry would have had that. Holmes needs to be able to move like this if he's going to do anything against the stronger Mike Tyson. I'm Bob Sheridan, and this is the heavyweight championship of the world. As Mike bangs but his toes, tries to get the footwork going, trying to pick up the pace. Straight right hand to the body of Larry. Now, in the old days, that's what the fight would have been about. In the present day, and him great are not there, the foot speed or the hand speed. Another Larry Holmes, closing seconds of the first round. As the bell, ending round. Kevin Rooney talking to Mike.
Jab, make it hurt a little more. You got to make the jab count a little more.
Well, Richie Giacchetti is giving scheduled for 12. This is the heavyweight championship of the world. We're in Atlanta to watch the former great against the present great. That Larry Holmes beat up Muhammad Ali. And Rocky Marciano knocking out Joe Louis. It's that kind of night. I'm a huge fan of Holmes. All right, he's not executing tonight. He's standing flat-footed. He's driving, pounding left jab, and it's not there. Big ringing that left arm, and that could be disastrous before it's over. Larry comes in what looked to me around championship heavyweight fight. In the old days, Larry would have had that right hand, and he'd have been moving up on his toes. But in this day, Larry got a sneaky right hand through there, but it didn't hurt Mike. He had 34 knockouts in his career, but most of them were kind of like Ali's knockouts, knocked him out clean. Larry was a great boxer in his prime. Notice he just holds the left hand out now. In his prime, that would have... Mike gets through. He's showing no respect for Larry in his career. He's never been hurt. And I hope he... There's the bell, ending round 2. Kevin Rooney continues giving instructions to my ear. Digs to the body, now the left hook. That grazes past it. There was one other punishing body shot. Atlantic City Convention Center in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The heavyweight championship of Holmes. Notice how flat-footed he is, and you remember when he used to fight, bouncing right, sticking that jab out, really stinging the jab, settling down, back on his heels. Mike moves the body, moves the head side, and when Mike gets up on his toes and moves side to side, he's at his best. But right now, with the use it much, Mike comes right through. That's one of the best combinations that Larry's throw confidence. And that's Larry's best hand. Look at this. He comes right through the left again. Larry Holmes. I've mentioned twice already what a tremendous fan I am. I love Larry Holmes as a fighter. Tyson. I understand why, though. This is a business. A half uppercut in right down on the flat of his feet. Mike up on his toe. Another aged heavyweight. Looking for another payday. Looping right hand, tries to work the uppercut inside. Nice defense inside by Larry. He's got those big long advantage of the jab. Notice? That's a powering jab. Larry never threw his jab. Tyson has a lot of respect for the former ability of Larry, but he has to do what he knows he can handle Larry. A little bit of a stiff jab that time, but not punting. He ties him up inside so Mike can't punish the body. There's a digging body line shot. And there's the bell ending the round. Right left just at the bell. Larry says, hey, Joe, keep an eye on that.
Big one.
Something red in that. That's not...
Okay.
If it's something in there that can keep him going for a few rounds, it's great. Here's the water now.
Come on now.
Watch for the right hand. Boom! See that spin the head? Now watch the bell.
Keeping knees bent, your defense.
Kevin Rooney keeping that Q-tip up in the nose of Mike. Holmes has got to do something to change the pace of this fight. All right, here we go, round 4. Bob Sheridan here at the Atlantic Center. Getting through this 4th round is the biggest problem. Oh, right hand, down goes. You're watching Larry Holmes. Oh, look at this. Larry up on his toe, swinging that left hand in front of him. Shades of Holmes of old. Larry for that right hand. Mike is extremely quick. If Larry could keep this up for a few rounds, I don't know if 38-year-old legs can do it. And he stole rounds, but doing it at the start of a round is something different. Is Larry back? And now here he is back to the left hook on the old days. And in 1988, it's Mike Tyson's era of the great fights of all heavyweight history. Shape. And here we are 10 years later, and Larry's career is just about over. But one of the few times in his career, boy, the heaviest shot than that. But right now, Mike Tyson is in charge. He's the boss time. There's no free knockdown rule, but Larry's in a heap of trouble here. His legs in the 8 count.
How do you feel?
It's almost academic now. Mike smells this is the kill. He comes in for it. Larry trying to hold him off. There's too much. The end of a great career is imminent. Larry Holmes' legs are jelly. There's lightning in the fist. Big right in the fist of Tyson. Straight left hand. As he gets set for the big shot. Right hand hurt Larry again. He's back at his heels. Larry gets nailed with the left hand. The right hand digs to the body. Goes to throw right hand. Gets clipped with the arm. It's all over. Joe Cortez has seen enough. And Larry Holmes, but he's out. It looked a bit like a lot of confusion in there. Larry seems to be throughout his career. He may be my favorite of all time. Of course, Ali is in the first knockdown, a crushing right hand right on top of feints. Boom, right there. Look at that. The power of that right hand. See, watch the way. See, he's almost jogging into it. He's got everything going for him. A left hand, a right hand. And then just an accumulation. He's already rattling his brain. He's out on his legs right here. And then on top of the head, which Mike actually in almost a southpaw stance with his. Watch for Larry's right hand. See that get hung up in the ropes? And so he's totally exposed. And it's caught and it exposes his body. And then look, right there. His body. And right there he's caught, exposed. And Mike, boom, he jumps on it. And
Ladies and gentlemen, 55 seconds of the 4th round.